You know, this is that time of the year with lots of temptations and treats around that could be bad for our oral health. Dr. Kristen Simpson from Simpson Dental joins us now with a look at how to keep our teeth healthy over the holidays. And great to see you.
Yes.
This is a tough one because lots of cookies and all the goodies. So what foods should we stay away from? And we may not want to hear this list.
Right, I know. There are lots of temptations around. Going to be a lot of holiday parties and candies and treats, but a lot of the sticky foods like candy canes or nuts, like hard things that could possibly chip your teeth, you might want to stay away from. But really the sticky things that stay in your teeth and that are sugary are really the worst ones to go for. So you definitely want to avoid those.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now what is the best advice you can share with us as a dentist to stick to our daily oral health routine this time of the year? Because,
Right.
you know, parties, sometimes we're out late, have guests in late,
Yes.
things get kind of off schedule.
They do. So you definitely want to have your toothbrush in a place that you'd see it every day to make sure to remind you. Even if you tend to fall asleep like on the couch, have a little flosser beside you. Anything that'll help remind you to keep up with that brushing and flossing throughout these holiday seasons and busy time is a good thing to do.
That is a good reminder. And I know that if our annual checkup falls during this time of the year, we may be tempted to reschedule, postpone it because we're just too
Right.
busy. But how important is it to stay on schedule with our cleanings and checkups?
Well, it's very important because, well, first of all, insurances, you want to make sure you either use it up or take advantage of when it renews. And if you have that appointment scheduled already, if you cancel it, you could end up having to wait a couple months to get back in. So you really want to make sure you're keeping up with those cleanings this time of year to make sure you're not getting off track.
And talk to us about the importance of drinking water, especially this time of year.
Right, yes. Well, you know, drinking water is just better for your overall health, but also for your oral health, because if you're sipping on things like pop or coffee or sugary drinks, that can lead to a lot of decay. That's where we see the decay form along the gum lines, because anything really other than water is pretty acidic for your teeth and will make that cavity formation happen really quickly. So drinking water is definitely the best thing to do, and even after a meal you can rinse your mouth out with water to get it back to a neutral pH so that it's not leading to that decalcification or cavities.
Okay, any other reminders with our teeth and this time of year?
Well, you could take little to-go brushes with you if you're traveling. Never use your teeth as tools. That's an important thing. So when it comes to opening presents, you don't want to use your teeth. You always want to take the extra 30 seconds to grab a pair of scissors. So that's definitely a good one too.
Yeah, that's a funny one, but we've all done it.
Right,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, and what's this about cinnamon gum?
Well, cinnamon gum, actually the ingredients in cinnamon gum help to prevent the formation of decay and gum disease. So chewing cinnamon gum is great, and then really any type of sugar-free gum or mints is great to increase your salivary flow.
Okay.
And when you are at parties, if you want to nibble on cheese, cheese is a great thing to pick off of a party platter because it keeps your mouth at a neutral pH. So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
That is good. And cheese is at all the parties. So that's great. It's one of those
That's
snack
true.
foods there and always looks nice. That is great. Well, Dr.
It
Simpson,
does.
thanks so much for sharing all these helpful tips to keep our teeth healthy this time of year.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me.